literally driving down the road. I said, you know what, let me just see what's going on. I got nothing else to do. Just driving down the road, enjoying my time. And I happened to stumble across something that popped up. And everybody's sitting there saying, hey, you'll check out the new Danny Weaver. Everybody's saying, oh, Danny Weaver's back up. You only got X amount of hours. Well, me, when I wake up every single morning, I jump online just to see if there's anything new with those vendors, just in case, because lo and behold, the fucking developers sat here and told us that every third rotation, Danny Weaver will bring out new stuff. If you don't believe me, guess what? It's in the live stream that the developers have. So how did all these other content creators not know about that? Now, I can't make content right now because I'm working. As you can see, me right now, I'm driving down the road. I've got a job to do. I can't just go make content. I can't just go post stuff like this all the time. I've got to work. So, how did they not know that when the developers said that in their live stream? Anybody catching this? Anybody seeing what I'm seeing? How did these other guys miss that? Like, that was a key detail that I paid attention to, and in my Danny Weaver one and everything else, I even talked about that. But they didn't. So they must not have been paying attention. Not anything bad against those guys. Not trying to call them out for their wrongdoing or misleading or anything like that. They probably didn't hear that being said. Okay, that's fine. But in mine, I did. So if you pay attention to what I say, and I'm very specific about the details I put out, I check my stuff over. If I say something like that, I'm trying to let you guys know ahead of time, hey, man, you might want to go over here and take a look. And the developers, again, I recorded that whole 45 minutes. It's on my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through that, snippet that piece out, and show that all these other content creators completely missed that one little thing. One tiny major detail. And that's why everybody now is going, oh, you only got 10 hours left. You got 14 hours left. You got 11 hours left. You're going to hit Danny. No shit, Sherlock. If you actually paid attention to what the developer said, they said on his third rotation, he's going to be unique. On his third rotation, he will have more stuff. Well, guess what? First day he comes out would be what? Wednesday? Right? Wednesday? So then Thursday he'd be done. Friday he would have something. And so on and so forth, right? Guess what? Today is his third rotation before he's gone, and then he comes back on Wednesday. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Third rotation. No one paid attention to that, did they? I didn't. So anyway, that being said, I've actually been asked by a lot of people over here recently because of my PvP build. What is my PvP build? What is that one that I'm showing where I was able to survive a lot of people? Because you'd be surprised, I talked about Clutch. I have been constantly trying to make Clutch come back, but the problem I faced was not getting the multiplicatives out because the Bullet King was the only thing that could keep the Clutch going as you got a kill. Now, with that, you can have another weapon, say something that has fast hits on there. You get shots, land shots, you can keep doing crit chance and everything else and so forth. So after doing tons of testing, and I mean tons of testing for the past week or more, I have found that there's only one weapon that does not need to damage the targets on the cover. Can you have a guess of which one that one is? It's in that video. It's the Bullet King, ladies and gentlemen. Why the Bullet King is because most everything else you're going to fight, yes, it does have damaged armor, but you can get damaged armor out of your build. But the Bullet King is the one where if you use it on strikers or crit damage or any other type of build, whether it be ongoing, direct, or whatever, you don't need that much damage to armor because you might be facing a Chonga or something else, whether it be PvE or PvP. At the end of the day, you need that crit chance to have that survivability from that weapon because it just unleashes hell on anything that's in front of you. You just keep on firing and it's going to crit. So having that crit chance on that one benefits that very specific weapon. As for everything else, because of the way the bullet damage or the status effects or anything else those weapons work, you want damage to targets out of cover or damage to armor. In so doing, you're going to get more. Pestilence, best example. You get more of the tick damage by having damage to armor and damage to targets out of cover. The exact same with the Iron Lung, another LMG. Status effects is based off damage to armor, so you want damage to targets out of cover and damage to armor. Same thing with the blue screen. Even though nobody really uses the blue screen anymore, you get the exact same at the end of the day. So if we go and do a comparison of all weapons, every one of them benefits from damage to targets out of cover on the bottom, but LMGs already have that, so we're going to put damage to armor onto them to increase their status effects or their tick type damage. Except for the Bullet King. The Bullet King, you can just unleash hell on anything that's out of cover, and while you could use damage to armor on it, if you want to make it work with clutch, so old school clutch has that good feel like you used to feel of the 3.11.7 or the 7.3.1 type days. If you want it to feel like that, you have to put your chance on there. That's the key. Bro, why are you up on boys' ass? Seriously. Anyway, with that being said, I had to, because the developers have still, and I want to ask this, if you're watching me right now, if any of y'all, of the 27 of y'all are watching, I'm going to ask this one content creator who subbed to me. That's right. He's been subbed to me for over 2 weeks now. 2 weeks. I don't know why. Maybe he saw an error or something like that. Maybe he realizes I'm really not that bad of a guy. But I'm going to ask you if you're watching right now, sir. Because again, I have no beef with you. I really don't. But to Mr. Nothing But Skills. That's right. Nothing But Skills has subbed to me. Now, I'm going to ask you, sir. You are a huge content creator. You are a very big one by the subs that you have. I'm not trying to get into any beef with you about this or anything like that, but I have tons of videos of things that are bugging right now with the game. And the developers have not taken any account or put any of this stuff up on the Trello board. And we, as content creators, need to voice the frustration of our viewers to those developers. And we need to try to work together to fix these types of things to give the player base a working and good game. Would you not agree with me on that? And if you are watching this, or you happen to watch this, could you not at least ask them for me and everybody else why they have not fixed the capacitor, where we can optimize it? Why can we not work on, say, something like the Dr. Home? Why can we not get that fixed? What about the loss of damage? Why is that still a major issue? What about some of these other problems that we're facing, like the tinkering station sometimes not working? How about one more? Let's go with, what was it? I believe someone said there was, the status effects. Yeah, that one's already an obvious one. Other content creators finally said that, and I've seen some comments about that. But I'm just curious why some of these things are not being put up on the Trello board by the developers when someone with your pool, we should say, could technically get out here and say, hey, developers, we've got these types of problems right now. The gaming community, the content creators that we are, need to get this stuff fixed. Why not? Why don't we pull together, band together, and say, hey, we've got these problems. The community wants these things fixed. Okay. Anybody?
2 miles. Keep left onto I-90 2090 west.
Well, now that I've kind of got that out of the way, I just have a few things to say about this. Because I keep getting all these people, I gotta fix this. I got a new setup right there, it's kind of nice, but it wants to rotate all the time. I gotta get something fixed that kind of hold it steady. Anyway, I've got one big problem with all this, because everybody keeps asking me, off, Jack, when are you gonna come? And in my next video, I'm going to show why I can't come out with the codex yet. I'm going to show why so many content creators are right now avid about pushing the capacitor as this new meta weapon. And while it got a boost, just like everything else, and if you want me to explain it to you in the simplistic form, the Nemesis had crit chance on there. The crit chance really didn't do anything for the Nemesis except for saying, hey, we can crit, right? And it was very minuscule of a crit chance. But being able to put damage targets on the cover made that damage jump up, not significantly, but it did make it jump up. Just like the capacitor. And I'm going to break it to y'all right here of why everybody on this is just avid about pushing this. We have damage to health prior in TU19. Now, damage to health was to damage health, right? It damaged a player's health, it damaged a Changa, it damaged dogs, and all that kind of stuff. But damage to target doesn't give a fuck if it's health or armor, it's going to boost that type of damage. So, damage to targets out of cover is 10% versus the health damage was what, 9.5, 9%? If I can't remember because I'm not on my... I'm using my phone, I'm not on my phone to see those stats on what I have. But that part went up just a little bit. So if I'm shooting your health, I've got more damage targets out of cover, which is going to damage your health, and that number kind of went up. But also it kind of went a little bit down in that very specific sense. But now it doesn't matter if I'm damaging your health, and it just matters if I'm damaging you. So that also boosts the damage to armor up. So you're able to do a little bit more on that side of the aspect. So it doesn't make the gun that much stronger, it makes it a little bit stronger. But everybody wants to push it that, oh my god, this is better. Well, it's only better if you put in a few extra skill tiers. That's it. Just a few more extra skill tiers, and that thing gets better. Just a few. So everybody wants to push this thing as if it's something golden, like it's the best thing out there. Oh my god, this thing has made such a huge change. No, it hasn't. It hasn't done any kind of major change or anything like that. There's only one weapon that actually got a major change because it actually allowed you to get more damage out entirely. And that was, what was it? Crap. I had, it was the Lady of Death. Now, why the Lady of Death is because it increased the bullet's damage and it increased its melee damage. So we took away a tiny bit of less damage to be able to damage more on a health type object from the capacitor. But then we increased its bullet damage just a little bit more on the other side. Lady of Death got a bullet damage and a melee damage all entirely. That one is the one, especially with a specific type of build, actually got the biggest boost of them all. And because now they've increased the ability for Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate to stack in less than 3 seconds, literally 3 seconds, Lady of Death builds and Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush are back. They are like the strongest thing in the game now. Period. End of story. So, while everybody wants to push this one thing of, capacitor is the new meta weapon, It's not. The only one that got the biggest buff was the Lady of Death. That's it. That's the truth. Damn it. So, anyway, let me check and see what we got for a feed.
Right curve ahead.
Fine, sure. Yeah, just come on over, buddy. There you go. Yeah, just cut everybody off. Why not? Anyway, if y'all haven't messed with it right now, I'm letting y'all know. Yeah, go make sure. I think you got like 2-3 hours left. Maybe, okay. 2 or 3 hours left for Danny Weaver. So go hit him if you haven't already. Don't forget, pay attention to all the details. Like I said, question everything you see from any content creator. Like, hey, why this? Why this? What's up with this? Did you remember this? If you saw something they didn't, hey, did you catch this? And to y'all who happen to be watching, if you want to sit here and still argue about the status effects off my one video, I've already proven the status effects issue in PvP. You guys, and I swear to God, I love you guys. I love all of you. Believe me, I do. Not in that type of way, but I do love you guys. But you're arguing the PvE status effects against PvP stuff that I showed. In PvP, the numbers are completely different than the ones in PvE. Because in PvP, they only require you to be at that 90%. Thank you, kind fella. I like you. You're a nice person. Thank you very much for letting me come over. I appreciate that very much. Oh, what did old boy say? I got some on my glasses. They restocked Danny Weaver vendor. Yeah. Yeah, they restocked. So, again, if you just listened to all the content creators and you didn't see what the developers said in their live, they said he resets every third time. 3 times. So basically it would be like he comes in on a Wednesday, he's gone on Thursday. That's 1. Friday to Saturday, 2. Sunday to Monday, 3. On this third reset he's going to restock. They said that in their live. So that's where I'm like, how did y'all not catch that? How did you as content creators not catch that one key detail? So my biggest question is this, and that's why I said in my Danny Weaver, my vendor video, I said we're going to find more stuff out, because if he resets for the Sunday and Monday, does that mean Tuesday and Tuesday won't have anything. So when Wednesday comes out, he won't have shit. Or will it be, was it the Thursday and Friday one is when he'll reset. So it's like, you know, every other fucking time he's going to have something. So be like, number 1, skip number 2, number 3, skip number 4, blah, 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 so on and so forth. That's the biggest question. And I said that in my live because I talked about that right there of him being reset more often than Cassie. So again, we'll find out. Not Tuesday. We'll find out Wednesday. Yeah, we'll find out Wednesday if he restocks again. So, on my next video, I've got for you guys coming. It's going to probably be, it won't be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. I don't know. I still got to finish doing some details, but I got to work. So, if I happen to bring the video out tomorrow, then you got some stuff to buy. Anyway, if I happen to bring the video out tomorrow, I'm going to break down why the capacitor is being or has been pushed so hard, and why it's not that big of a difference. Though it is a difference from what TU19 is. Don't get me wrong. It's being painted stronger than everything else. It's always been the same. It's just a tiny bit of a difference. It really is. It's not that much of a difference. But at the end of the day, it's like having an AR that does shotgun type damage because you have damaged target cover and damaged armor. The two strongest amounts on there is shotgun style, just in an AR form. And you can't compare, before this goes on, because I know somebody's probably going to say something, you can't compare this weapon to any other weapon in the game. You can't. If you could, tell me what other weapon gives you more damage for each skill tier. If you could, tell me what other AR has that much damage to armor and damage to targets out of cover. If you could compare them, equal comparison, please do so. Because something ain't right if you could. So before someone comes out and says it's boring, great, better than the fucking capacitor. Sorry, I had to. Then show me how. Because there's not one other AR out there that has that. There's no other fucking weapon out there that has that. I mean, if you take the TDI card, which has a skill tier on it, it made it. No, you're not going to get more damage than that. So, with that being said, you can't compare that to any other one. So the only way we can do an equal comparison, damn these fucking roads in Ohio. How many potholes y'all going to leave in this fucker? Anyway, with the capacitor being what it is, the only way to explain the capacitor is to use another capacitor from old. And that would be one with damage to health versus damage to targets that are covered. And because you can't optimize it, you got to get one that's the same damage to armor. Y'all have no clue how frustrating this shit is just to prove and test. Ugh. Just get flat roads. Flat roads. But anyway, that's what I got for you guys. I'm not going to hint at what two builds are the strongest skill builds. I'll let the numbers always speak for themselves. And again, I will never tell you that you can't run a build how you want to run it. If you want to take a glass cannon off and put kinetic momentum on it, by all means, you go do that. You play it how you want to play it. My job as a content creator is just to give you, at least me, is to give you the strongest, the absolute best. One that's going to give you the best survivability, the best damage, all that combined into one, just one build, and say, try this. You pick the weapons, you pick the talent, go out and have fun. So, that's what I got for y'all. I will try to keep that unbiased. Y'all in the next one. Don't forget, hit Danny Weaver up, and please, if you're still watching towards this part, don't forget, go subscribe if you're my beard. Help him out, please. Thank you. God bless, and I will see y'all in the next one.